This makes me look fat. You know what? I got some money in my pocket and my keys. You know what? I forgot our emotional support coffee. This is what I'm talking about, yo. This thing is not even straight. I'm like, please iron straight. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something really important. Hold on. Ooh, sorry guys. I done messed it all up. Alright. I'm coming. It's cozy day. We're gonna get cozy. Somewhat cozy. Because my couch is kind of falling apart. Partially because I already got it that way. Alright. So, it's super important that we talk about some things because there is so many things going on in the world right now. It's crazy pants. Like, it's crazy. Like, so my dad messaged me about like an hour ago and he was like, there was somebody totally freaking out at the register when I went to go get gas. And my dad lives about 4 hours from me. And he says to me, this chick was freaking out, something about something, her TikTok money didn't come in. And he says, do you get paid to be on TikTok? I said, I don't know. I would assume so. By the way, my family has no idea I'm on YouTube. Like, my little piggy, my 10-year-old, he knows because he's always here. But he's shh about it. Okay? So, hello, how's it going? But this chick was freaking out, man. She was freaking out about this TikTok check, and he was like, can I pay for my gas? I mean, my dad's in his 60s. He's 4 years away from retirement age, for his age group. And honestly, I don't think older generations understand any of this stuff. They don't understand why people are on the internet doing what they do. And the truth is, TikTokers are relying on that money. I cannot rely on the income I get on this channel because I am a small creator. I make small time content, meaning that I'm out there busting a move. I was out there doing some DoorDash today. My husband is actually doing some Spark right now. He said it's been okay, but not great today. It is January. February is coming up next. Those are the 2 toughest months for most people because Christmas just ended. Things are slow. Businesses are slow. If you are in a situation where you're realizing that these things are happening and you're making big time money, honey, like big time money, why are you not saving it? Why are you going to buy expensive houses you cannot afford? If you couldn't afford it on your regular job, why did you buy it? Okay, and 2, any of this can end at any time. I could be here tomorrow and in a blip, I could not be here the next day. That's just how social media works. Maybe people quit watching your stuff. Like that. It happened the other day when it got banned, right? It came back today. But if you're making like $10,000 a month like some of these people are saying that they are, why are you not a month ahead of the game? Why are you not allowing yourself to save that money? But that is not the real reason I'm here. Not the real reason. Okay? So, my dad is getting close to retirement age, but he is currently living with family. That family member sold their house. Remember how I was talking about that? Some of you guys have been on here long enough to know that I told you my grandmother had her house for sale. Now, my grandmother is in her mid-80s and she needs some help, right? Because she's in her mid-80s. She's not dumb. She's all with it up here. She doesn't have dementia. She doesn't have any of those things, right? But house is sold, and now push is coming to shove, and it is so hard for regular working young people to get into an apartment. And honestly, I think that the reminder is this. If you think you're safe in any situation, you're not. You're not any more special than the person down the street. If you're trying to get into an apartment, they're expensive. In Oregon, here in Oregon, you have to make 3 times the rent to have an apartment. So I think that the thing that's really hard about this whole situation is knowing that I'm 35 and I have one retirement account from a actual place that I worked. 2, most of my jobs are low income jobs. They have not ever offered me a 401k. It just doesn't happen. Not only that, but I think it's a real reality that as you age, and if you are an older individual who watches my channel, let me know how you feel about this. But I'm realizing as I age, I need to prepare myself for that moment in life. Because 31 years from now, I will be retirement age for my age group. It's not coming today, but it's going to come. And it's going to come fast, and it's going to be one of those situations where you're going to be like, wait a minute, I was like 50 a week ago. And I think that the disconnect now is that how does one afford an apartment? If you are a soon-to-be retiree person, do you just never retire? Is that how it goes? Like, you'll never retire, you're going to have to work every day of your life? You're going to be like the guy I see at McDonald's. What is it gonna be? Because there's a guy that works at McDonald's in the city that I grew up in, and he is almost 90 years old and he's working at McDonald's. And the other day I asked him, when I was picking up a Uber Eats order from there, I said, you know, why are you still working here, hun? And he says, oh, well, I know, like, when we worked together, like, 10 years ago, I was, like, 70-something, right? And I said, yeah, I remember. And, I'm trying not to be sad about it. So give me a second. He's like, I have too many things I have to pay for. I have too many things. And the truth is it's disheartening to see that happen. So I don't want that for either of my parents. I'm fairly lucky that my mother is not in that situation, but I worry even about myself. I worry about myself. What am I going to do in a few years? What am I going to do? Let's get to the comments here. I look like I'm in a 70s diner. Nope. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, some of these people. By the way, I get a lot of fat comments, by the way. If you really want to know, just ask me. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. I'm 130 pounds, by the way. I'm not fat. So, in case this jerk decides to ask again, bye. I look 50. Well, I bet you're 10. Remove you. Bye. Bye, 10-year-old. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Some of these comments, you guys, are dumb. Alright. On to the people that I actually want to hear from. Let's see. Please do it. Amanda, please do a plan for your retirement. I will completely retire. I can talk. Sorry, people piss me off. In 2.5 years, live in a retirement community for 55 plus. So I rent. I've been saving for a bit, not long. That's good to know. I know that a lot of folks that are of that retirement age watch a lot of budgeting community stuff. However, I just wanted to let you know I kind of have a plan, but I kind of only make so much. So, Catherine, I appreciate you saying that. However, I do want to talk a little bit about that. I have a Roth IRA as a self-employed individual. I go ahead and have it deducted from my bank account every single week. I can tell you right now, I have a retirement envelope that I'm working on. However, because I'm 35, I have also got a retirement envelope. And at the end of every single month, I'm going to remove the funds and add it to my Roth IRA. Last year was the first time I've ever saved for retirement as a self-employed individual. So that means that I actually saved more than I thought because I didn't actually think that I was going to stick with it. I didn't think I was going to stick with it. So I am pretty excited to see even something go in there. However, I have 31 years of working. It's not going to be a short jaunt, but it's going to happen like that, right? Life happens faster than you ever expected it. It's like these people on TikTok. Oh my gosh, I'm not getting paid anymore. Yeah, that's a reality. Lots of trolls today. I've been blocking them. They're rude. Yes, they are rude, Susan. I appreciate that. There's a lot of rude people lately that I don't know where you all came from. Where did you come from? Did you come from TikTok? So my youngest child, little Piggy, I asked him yesterday, I said, why are people so mean? And he's like, well, in what world? Piggy.
What?
Why are people on the internet so mean?
I don't know, because they're not face to face with other people, so other people can't retaliate.
So it's because people are not face to face and they can't retaliate. However, I don't have to be nice to rude people. I don't have to. I don't have to. What do you think is worse, TikTok or YouTube?
TikTok.
He says TikTok's worse. Keyboard warriors, yes they are. Yes they are. Yeah, it happens every live. Any tips on budgeting for new home permanent 35-year-old here? I do have a few suggestions. So first of all, Monty's budgets. I have a lot of suggestions on that. So someone asked me, Amanda, why did you buy this crap hole single wide if you knew it needed repairs? Do I look like I have a mortgage? No. I pay $5.50 to live here. Oh, and $33 for gas, and soon, or not for gas. God, why did I say gas? I need to get gas before I leave this area. That's been on my mind. But I think that the biggest thing is, I have to pay for water soon. But altogether, for over a year, I have paid $5.50 a month, water, sewage, garbage included. If you are on a low income, or if you are anyone in the reality of the world right now, and you are of a certain age, remember, and I say this in the kindest way possible, you have to think of what's actually obtainable. So I talked to a real estate mortgage lending gentleman about a week ago. I was suggested this person from another financial institution that I was working with previous to this person to buy a home. And the truth is I cannot afford a home in my area. I can't afford one. And I'm talking still stick built 3 to 4 bedroom, backyard, front yard, fenced, has a garage. You know what I'm talking about? Back in the 90s. Yep. Back in the 80s, back in the 70s, back in the 60s, back in the 50s, you could do those things, right? But as someone who is low income, and I have been thinking about a lot of things, and I don't want to live in this home forever, is that this home was meant to be a stepping stone. If you are trying to become a homeowner in this day and age, you have to think of how many stepping stones is it going to take before I get to my 3 walls, my my cot, my internet with a backyard, front yard, and a garage. You have to think of those things. And maybe it's never. Maybe the answer is it will never happen the way you think it's going to happen. Because truthfully, I have been trying to move into a mobile home for 10 years. To get out of my crap hole apartment that was costing me way too much money. It was costing me so much money, you guys. I added it up. Let's do it. You want to add it up? Let's add it up. Let's move our rainbow water, drink mix water, and let's add up how much I actually spent in renting. And you're going to think that I'm dumb when I say this, but I'm not the only one that's been in this situation. So calculator. So my rent, for quite some time, I lived in one apartment. It was $11.90 a month. I paid that every year, so times 12 months. I paid $14,000 to live in that apartment. Yep, every year. And I lived there for 7 years. That's just shy, $40 shy of $100,000. So imagine if you found a stepping stone friend who is trying to buy a home, like myself, and he said, I just can't do it anymore. The rent is going to eat me alive and I'm going to lose my shit. I'm giving this person more than half of my income and it's become unobtainable anymore. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to go, what do I have the ability of buying today? I don't live in the city that I work in. I do not live in the most beautiful town. I live in a little crappy town. It sucks. I don't love it here. But it's obtainable. I own my home. I don't have to worry about anything. Honestly, my park is pretty lenient on most things. I can have as many pets here as I would like to. They talked about pet rent at one point, but then all of the neighbors started to not care. So the truth is that even though my living situation is not perfect, this is a stepping stone. I bought it for $5,000. I've had a plumber in here a couple of times, so that's probably about $500 because I know the guy. My husband knows the guy. And then the other situation is that I just got a heating system from a program. Because I am a low-income homeowner, I qualified for a program that I never thought that I would be qualifying for. I'm going to get a new roof. I'm going to get insulation in my roof and underneath my home. In the underbelly of my home is going to be repaired. The bathroom is going to get ripped out, gutted. It's going to get a whole new makeover. The floors in this house need to be protected because I need new flooring. And I don't mean subflooring, I mean the regular flooring that keeps the subflooring from being dilapidated. We are going to jazz up the kitchen. Almost said bathroom again. We're gonna jazz up the kitchen. We're gonna get some new cabinetry, and we're going to put in a new counter because we found that there are multiple thrifty places where you can buy those things, kind of like Salvation Army, but it's called something different, at least here. So I think it's all a matter of your thought process and how you actually think it's going to happen. Hello, Gigi. What doing? Well, you don't have to live in perfection. It's a first home. It's a first home. Talking to this person about future. Sophia, knock it off. Sophia! She's the little dog. She thinks she's gonna fight everybody, including the cat. But the truth is that even if I sold this for $15,000, it would be $15,000 I could put towards a home. I do have a future envelope, if you've seen my recent video, where I'm talking about how no matter what I do, even if it's $4 at a time, I'm going to save for that future home that I want to live in. And maybe it won't be a stick-built home. Maybe I decide that I would like to own a condo, or there are townhomes available, or maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm going to buy a loft. I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. I don't know. So I think that if you are in the game and you're trying to buy a home, think of step number 1. What's your starter house? Because 90% of people who own a home don't live in that first house forever. This is a 1966 single wide. It ain't gonna last forever. It's not. Let's see. Well, I am fat and I'm 53, and being fat and old doesn't make you a bad person, right? It doesn't. It does. You know what? There's a lot of overweight folks that make videos on YouTube and they're very successful. Weight is nothing, really. Being a jerk and calling names doesn't. People are just miserable humans. They are. They are human and very miserable. Joe's gotta go. Remove. Goodbye, Joe. Yeah, it means you're one too. Goodbye. I have a 402K? What's that? What is that? No worries, America becomes great tomorrow. I should shut my mouth. We're just gonna... Nothing changes overnight. I'm gonna tell you that. Nothing changes overnight. When I see it, I'll believe it. 401k with Roth IRA with an employer for the last 21 years. And now on a debt journey, and I am 57. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do it however you're gonna do it. No matter what your age is. If you want to do something, it's time. The time is now. Why are you waiting? Somebody thought it was dumb that I'm gonna go work my 2 days off from driving to go work at a crappy ghetto convenience store to get myself out of debt. To save for the things I want to save for. Do you think that I make that kind of money where I'm just like, yeah, let me throw my whole YouTube check at that? Because that's not going to happen. Not today. It's not going to happen today. Sorry to say that. But it's true. Like, don't beat me down because I'm going to go get myself a little jobs, a little hustle, so I can get myself out of the big hustle of trying to pay off all the debt. And truthfully, $15,000 between two people isn't jack diddly. It really isn't that bad. Nope. Nope. However, I do have news on something. So, we've thought about it, and if we're going to move, Jordan might wait until we move to do the apprenticeship, because the apprenticeship is years long, and we're not really sure if we want to stay here for years. Not sure. Let's see. Little builds up. It does need to be a lot. I've been watching your budgeting for a year. And truthfully, I have been budgeting on YouTube for a really long time. Over 2 years. And before that, I budgeted a lot. And I'm a very, very cheap person. I don't go drink coffee. I know I showed like 2 videos where I ate fast food. I don't even really like fast food. I worked in fast food for 19 years. You think I like it? No. I don't dine out with my husband. Helps that he's gluten-free. That helps. Not gonna lie, we were laughing about it yesterday. We were busting up laughing on this couch, you guys. And we were laughing so hard over the fact that he's like, I'm saving us some money in one way. We don't go dine out anywhere, Amanda. Like, we don't even go out for our anniversary. He's like, because otherwise I'm going to be hanging out on the porcelain throne because somebody doesn't understand what gluten-free really means. And he also makes this new joke where he's like, he'll put a banana up to his head. Does it sound like it's gluten-free? Does it sound like it? Yep, I think it sounds gluten-free. He's like, I had to check. somebody was mentioning in a video that he was watching that potatoes are gluten-free. He was like, duh. Duh, it's not wheat. He was like, I need you to listen to this. I said, listen to what? And he was like, apparently potatoes have been gluten-free this whole time. And some people didn't know it. There's some things that it's just like, if you thought a little bit before you said it. Let's see here. Little Green Cottage. Hey, what's up? They're transitioning from TikTok, right? So little Piggy, he told me, he's 10 by the way, you guys. He's 10. He's got it together. They're mean because they feel like they can say whatever they want and nothing will faze them because they don't care. It's the internet. No one is there face to face. Well, guess what? We're in a live and I will check you. I will check you and wreck you if you are a jerk on my live. That's just how it goes. Let's see here. People are asking for tips. People, she can't budget taking advice from her. Come on. What? I'm confused. If that was meant to be an insult, that's another thing, honey. If you're gonna insult me. If you're gonna insult me, make sure that your spelling, your grammar, and you actually say something that I can repeat out loud by reading your comment. Just saying. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are doing great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I've always been on Twitter and IG fandom. Honestly, I seldom use TikTok anyway, right? Let me tell you. Let me tell you about TikToking. So, the kids, they're like, Mom, you should TikTok. I'm like, I should TikTok, huh? I find out that I can swear on TikTok. I'm like, we're gonna have some fun. I was like, and excuse my language if this offends you. I don't mean to actually offend you. So one of my little videos, the little shorts, the little TikTok shorts, I was like, unfuck your life, bye. And I said it exactly how I was gonna say it. And some people were really rude to me and I really didn't care. And honestly, the rude comments, if you're on social media, why are you letting it bother you? Why are you letting it bother you? They don't know you. You're getting judged. You're gonna get judged by anybody you are standing next to. Do you understand that? I go to a job, I stand wrong and people got pissed off. I had like 5 people tell me, you stand wrong. Why? Because I stand with confidence and pride? Come on now. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. I'm sorry you were crying in the corner because you hate your job. And I'm sorry you can't do any customer service because you are a jerk. And I'm sorry I'm standing here with the ability to do this job because I've done it for 19 years, okay? Like, don't test me. We're not in a testing situation. I don't like the way you stand. Oh, now I don't like the fact that you didn't say anything back when I said that. Okay, well, bye-bye. I don't need that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm there to make money. Who cares? You're on the internet to make money. Why do you care so much about that one person who gives no craps about you? Yep. Why? Somebody was like, I'm scared to make a YouTube channel, Amanda, because of all the bad. Honestly, I have a lot of good on this channel. I have a lot of nice people, a lot of people who are in my corner, and a lot of people who live it just like I do. And they are nice to me, and they never say anything super, super shitty. But you get some of these people who are like, don't listen to her. She's never budgeted in her life. Well, I wouldn't have made it out of the car that I slept in, and I wouldn't have made it out of the apartment I slept in, and I wouldn't have made it into this manufactured home, and I wouldn't be on a journey to get debt-free so I can then go buy another house because I haven't budgeted in my life. Are you for real? I'm just saying. Like, are you for real? Have you had a thought process today? Have you thought about it? Have you sat here and said, you know what? I've decided I'm going to make that YouTube channel like Amanda said to. I'm going to do it because no one cares about the hate comments. I don't. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Don't let it bother you. Yeah, it sucks because you have to read them all the time. Somebody was like, just don't read them. Okay, well then I wouldn't get to your comment. Yeah, I get sick of it sometimes, but you get to make the choice. Delete it. Block the human. No one cares. You don't know their situation. I had some chick that made fun of my videos, and you know what? She was making videos too, okay? Let me tell you. She was making videos where all she did was flip through fake money. Fake money, that's all she did. Doot, 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 doot. 4 hours of flipping through money, like, no one wanted to watch it. She got 16 views. But if you're actually intentional and you want to make a video and you want to get on YouTube and you want to show your journey, why not? Why not? I got on this bandwagon because I was trying to do budgeting, envelope style from not my bank account, and I really wanted to do what these other budgeting people were doing. But the truth is I couldn't do it because I'm on a low income. I don't have, at the time people were stuffing $40, $60, $80, $100, $200, $1,000 into each one of their envelopes. But the reality was not there for me. I was not one of those budgeters. I was not. So that's why I made a channel. And I'm here to speak my truth. My truth, not anybody else's, mine. I don't like everything in my life, but my life is not miserable. Think about it. I have a place to sleep. I have food to eat. I have a shower in the morning. I can drive a car. I have a car in the driveway. My husband's in the car now doing spark orders. In his car, not our one car, 2 cars. You can get mad about a lot of things in life. But you know what? I have no room to complain. None. I have coffee to drink. That's important. Don't you know? It's really important for me to have coffee. You know, and if I didn't have the coffee, there wouldn't be any walking, talking, moving. Okay? So you can get as mad about somebody saying something bad about your life and your lifestyle, but somebody might have it worse than you. And maybe that's why they make stupid comments. Because they're unhappy. Alright, on to the comments. Let's see here. It's easy behind a screen. Your husband or your son is 100% correct. Right. Super smart little piggy. Yes. So by the way, his name is not Little Piggy because he's chunky. No, he's an average 10-year-old boy. He loved Peppa Pig. So I started calling him my littlest piggy for the longest time. So true. All right. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, TikTok is back and running. Yep. Let's see. 5K to own a home is a no-brainer, right? Like, I don't own the land this house sits on, but do I care? I can still garden. I may not have a big yard. I can't do, like, off-grid gardening. I don't have a homestead, but I can garden. Do you want to come over here, Tom? Come on over here, friend. Come here. Come on, Tom. He wants to be on my lap because I have a blanket. You see? Okay, come on. You want to come up here? Nope, he doesn't. He just wants to sit down here. He says, I love it when you have the blanket. Let's see here. Unfortunately, I don't drive. That's okay. Hey, you know what? You're saving some money because you're not driving. So glad you, or so happy you bought that home. All by saving, yep. And the truth is that I could have sat there and said, this is the only money I have, and I'm not gonna buy anything until I have twice this much money, and I won't have an emergency fund. Do it. Why are you waiting? Who cares what people say? Who cares about having to start over? Have you thought about that? Who cares about starting over? Somebody once told me, I don't buy anything big unless I have 2 to 3 times the money to buy it. Well, I don't have 2 to 3 times $5,000, so I took my $5,000 and I literally was in my pajamas with my robe on in my apartment, and I almost freaking fell to my knees because she was like, well, if you come with cash. Like, what? Come with cash. Go upstairs. Count cash. I sat there at that desk, I kid you not, for like 30 minutes. Jordan comes up the stairs. He's like, what did she say? I said, she says that if we come with cash. And he's like, how much money do we have? I know, Sam. I said, I have $5,133. He's like, and what? I'm like, everything. Everything. And he's like, including this month's rent? I said, no. That's been paid. And he was like, why are we not driving? I said, because I'm scared. Because I'm scared to buy this house with the only money I have. He was like, why? You have the money. Who cares? Start it over again. He's like, we have to go. His best friend, which his dad is a contractor, was like, just do it. It's $5,000. What's the worst that's going to happen? You'll have to fix it. But you're only paying a portion of your rent. So my rent was going to be $14.95. And I pay $5.50 here. So I actually, if I would have been in the apartment this year, it would have been almost, 10% of that. So actually it would have been about the same price. A quarter or a third of my rent would have been the same price I pay for rent here. So it was a no-brainer. So the three of us got in his truck, got in his friend's truck, and we busted a move. It was dark by the time we got here to the manufactured home park. And I thought to myself, she's not going to be here, and I'm not going to be able to give her the money, and I don't know what to do. So for 5,000 cash, we moved into this place within a few weeks later. We were going to wait a month, but we were like, we can't do another month. So we got a prorated rate for our rent, and we stayed there like 13 days. And so that's all I had to pay in rent. I used the rest of the money to paint this place because a smoker lived here. But you would never tell, after all of this beautiful painting, I mean that in a funny way because I'm not a painter, I have never truly painted this much in the entirety of my adult life. Yeah, so we painted this place within like 4 or 5 days. I came home and I was pissed off because I was like, I had little dots of paint in my hair. Like I was just like, I was a rolling machine. I was like, we're gonna get into this place and it's not gonna smell like cigarettes. I got the smoke stuff first, so we put that over that, and then we painted whatever color we could afford. So that's how that happened. And it happened like this, you guys. And I showed up with cash. And she was like, that's a lot of cash. Ones, fives, tens, 20s, $5,000. She was like, you know what? I'll give you the key tomorrow. She went, got the keys and gave it to me. So, crazy pants. Yeah, this is not an apartment. This is a single wide. I own the single wide. I rent the space. We have become a country way past our means, and means I was guilty at a young adult to regret for now no longer spend more than we have, and we no credit cards, and now being paid off and cut up. Yeah, have a plastectomy. Get those scissors out and you cut all the cards up. Cut them up. See, I kind of got lucky because when we got in the car accident and I cut up all those cards, I had the biggest one still in my wallet on my iPhone, and that's how I paid for my car rental. I was like, do you have tap? She's like, yes, we do. However, I am back into credit card debt. I only had one left to pay off. But honestly, my credit cards aren't that big. I don't put myself in that situation. Nope. $300 credit limit on almost all my cards but two. Because I don't put myself in those kinds of situations ever again, and I won't. Let's see here. Thanks, I was thinking more about a studio apartment before owning a home. Where do you live now? That's the question. Where do you live now? You want a good life, don't borrow money, too much interest. I mean, the truth is that it depends on what you're spending your interest on. If you're spending it on credit cards, car loans, crap that you don't necessarily need, then you're paying interest on the wrong things. Most people have a home loan. And as a matter of fact, my neighbor who just bought the mobile home literally across the way from me, bought his for $17,000 and it's not fixed up. The one literally across the street from me, $14,000. I got this for $5,000. If I get my money back plus 10 grand, I'd be solid with that. I bought trash. Well, guess what? Goodbye. Talk crap. Goodbye. Bye-bye. I pay $700 for my apartment. That's good. Where do you live? Because I live in Oregon. So one thing I think people forget about too is that you live in the South, baby. You live in the South. You live on the East Coast. You live in places like, I see people talk about it. North Carolina, Utah, people in Wyoming, people all over the place in Georgia, Alabama. Your minimum wage sucks. And the reason why things are cheaper there is because the cost of living is cheaper. Okay? That's why. I live in the Oregon state, next to the Washington state, which is next to the California state, where all three of these states are very expensive. So we can't compare apples to tomatoes. We cannot. I can compare apples to oranges with those three states. And even Idaho has gotten very expensive because people from California and Oregon were like, hey, yeah, look at that Idaho state. It's not perfect there, but you know what? Works out for me. I can pay for a house here. And then their housing market went sky high. You see? Let's see. Those programs are meant to help people in need. They don't know how to sell your trailer. Did they know your plan? Yes. Yes, Kim. As a matter of fact, it was a suggestion. And how soon do you think I'm going to sell my trailer? Curiosity. Curiosity. Because I think it's going to be more than a year or two. Just saying. I think it's going to take some time. I don't know when I will be debt free. I don't have a crystal magic ball of future land where future land tells me what is going to go on. They know that people don't last in these forever. You see, they don't. I mean, like, he literally stood outside my manufactured home and he says, "You two are young people. Like, I'm in my 60s. Like, what do you actually want to do? Like, do you actually want to live here forever? Like, is that what you want to do?" I mean, we're already almost a year into this program anyway. The program is a year. You're supposed to live in your house for a year after the program. You see, so that's why I'm starting this now, because if I don't start it now, it could take me 2 years. It could take me 3 years. It could take me more time than this is expected. You see? It is what it is. Like, if we're talking what ifs, what if the manufactured home owners of this park decided to come put a notice on my door with a check saying you got 30 days to move? We're taking over your place. What if? Could happen, right? I live in a manufactured home. I live in a park. I don't own the land. Move your trailer, ma'am. Can't tell me to move my trailer. They'd have to demolish it because of the age. But it's a good question. It's a good question. And I hope I answered that for you, Kim. I do. I really do. Who in the heck is T. Diddy? Goodbye. Alright. Make sure you reach home buyers 10 to 20 down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I want to put down as much as I possibly can. That's what I want. Are you coming back over here to snuggle with me? You coming back to snuggle? Oh, yes, you are. You want to come up here? You want to come on? He's like, no. I'm busy snuggling down here where all the snuggle is. Let's see. Money is what you use, not what you are, right? I feel that. I do feel that a lot. Have I looked into the USDA loan? Of course. I've looked into all of the loans. All of them. I'm 35 and I tried to buy a house for 10 years, so yes, I've seen them all. Yes, yes. Hello, how's it going? Let's see here. I've been budgeting for 3 years. I did get a car paid off and one credit card and working on my last one, right? That's good, that's good. Hello, how's it going, Janelle? Ha, Kim has a restricted thing. Hide user, goodbye, friend. I don't really care about TikTok, to be honest with you. I don't tickety-talk. Not very often. No, you cannot be a moderator. I'm the moderator. I don't let anybody touch my stuff, okay? Here's the other thing. If you think you're going to come on here and get a bunch of promo stuff, be careful who you give your information to, even your email, because you know what? Your stuff can go down. People have lost their YouTube channels because they gave too much information. Oh my gosh. So there is a very popular promotion that people love to do. And they wanted me. But they wanted me to log into my analytics. Nope. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope, you don't get none of my login. Let's see here. I don't understand. If you don't like someone's channel, just don't watch. There's no need to be rude or nasty, right? Like, go be nasty somewhere else. Go do your own thing. I don't waste my precious time on this earth watching crap I don't want to watch. Okay? I don't waste it. I'm not wasting my time, my energy, my money. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. If you take joy in that, man, you gotta get yourself a real hobby, a real one. And I know not everybody loves what I say on this channel, but the truth is I'm speaking my truth. It doesn't have to be yours. Doesn't have to be yours. It's my truth. This is my channel. I choose what to say and what I don't say on this channel. And you know what? There's a lot of things I don't say that I could just be like, I have an opinion about this. Not what this channel is about. Not what the channel is about. Sorry, Sebastian, I keep moving because I have to see what they say. I seem way behind on comments. Yes, it's because I probably am. Honestly, I mean, I appreciate the comments, but we can only get to so many. Have a great day. Let's see here. You're in Queens, New York. Woo-wee, you got some things to work on. You might have to move. You might have to move. You might have to move to a cheaper area. Wages in our area affect housing prices. Yep. That's everywhere. You're gonna get a cheaper house if you live in a cheaper area. Like, I literally could move anywhere. I could move anywhere. I thought about moving to Georgia. I was like, Texas. That was another one. Jordan said no to Texas. He said, hell no to Texas. Which is fine. I'm like, whatever. I talked to a guy in Houston, and he was like, do you realize if you, like, sold your place in Oregon, and you had your down payment from Oregon, that you could put half of that money down on a house and like you would still be okay. Like it'd still be a doable down. I was like, oh, didn't realize that. Let's see here. Fast food workers in California get $20 an hour to work. That's cool and all, but I mean, have you thought about the taxes on that too? Like, I pay 28% of my income to taxes if I am a general working human being with no tax write-offs. 28%. So that makes your $20 an hour look like crap. That's what that makes it look like. Like you're probably bringing home like $1,800 a month at $20 an hour. Just saying, no overtime. For those who are struggling to keep up with credit card payments, start treating them like a checking account. Run credit expenses through it. This will satisfy monthly payments and lower. I mean, it can, but I mean, I just would suggest not using them anymore. If you cannot control your spending on your credit cards, you just need to quit doing it. Just quit. Just quit. If you're doing this, if you're sticking the chip in the reader, time for you to stop using it altogether. Just quit using them. Sebastian, if you come over here, you know I'm going to be up and down. He doesn't care. He wants to be my snuggle buddy. He's always snuggling. Huh. Huh. He wants to beat my nose. That's what he wants to do. You want to beat my nose? Boop. Wow. Some places are hard to start at $13 an hour in fast food, right? So you want to know how much I made my first job? I made like $5.20 an hour. That was before minimum wage. Federal minimum wage was $7.25. All right. My little town, we have Uber and Walmart, and you start Walmart at 15. Interesting. Walmart here is like 20, I think. I don't know. I've never been successful at working for Walmart. They've never hired me. I've never even gotten an interview. I applied for many, many, many years. Here we have mobile home parks with pools and amenities for low prices, and if you own your home. Yeah, right. I mean, this park doesn't have any amenities, but there are some in the city that do. They have a pool, they have a hot tub, they have a like clubhouse. They have a hall you can rent for parties and stuff. And that park is so massive that you have like literally like half a lot away from you that is not even a lot. Your lot is bigger. The space rent there is like 1,100 a month. But the houses are decent, and you feel like you actually like own your land because you can do a lot more with it for 1,100. Sorry, buddy. I want to see the comments. All right. Happy Sunday from Texas. Hello, happy Sunday. Cindy, I'm in NC, and I think may are misinformed about wages in the South and don't try to explain. LOL. Minimum wage is not where most start. I mean, that's true. It depends. Like in my field, listen to me, T. You're gonna make minimum wage. You're gonna make minimum wage at McDonald's, girl. You're gonna make it. Love Georgia, and people are very friendly. That's what I thought too when I went to Georgia one time. Friendly. 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 Hey, hope things are going well. Going well enough, Hank. How's it going? I look sweaty? Are you talking about my makeup? I'm wearing makeup, you know. I eat high-calorie meals. I eat high-calorie meals. No, dude, you gotta go. Sorry, you gotta go. I don't eat high-calorie meals, dude. Like, do you have money for that? Like, you going to McDonald's? Because McDonald's is like freaking 14, 15 bucks a meal here. You gonna try to eat at McDonald's every day? No. And you're dumb too. Bye. Bye. Not in Texas. McDonald's start at 15. How much is rent in Texas? Because I've looked. Some of it's high. Some of it's real high. Alright, I think we made it. My first job was $1.34 a pound an hour. Woo! That's low. That's low. So I think that's all of the excitement we got for today. We got rid of some of the trolls. We got rid of some of them. So I noticed there's 66 people in this live. Whether you like me or not, let's make sure you like this live. Make sure you're liking it because it's important to me because I just take up my time to talk to you. So like and make sure that you're subscribed to this channel if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? Let's look. Let's look. I'm going to take a drink of my high-calorie drink. My rainbow water. It's 0 calories, by the way. 0 calorie drink. If it had nothing in it, it would be 0 calories as well. Because it would be water. Oh, people are stupid. I eat high-calorie meals. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit on the spicier side of life today. I'm honestly not that big of a jerk, really. I'm not. I'm a pretty laid-back human being, but when you say weird stuff to me, I'm gonna say really weird stuff back to you. Does anybody have any questions, reasonable questions that I could actually answer? Do you have any? Let's see. Some can be really high, depends on where you live. I don't want to live in the ghetto. How much would it be to not live in the ghetto? That's what I want to know. I live in a small town in Texas. Trolls are knobheads. Ignore and block. I mean, I think it's fun to kind of like talk about things too. I think it's fun. Something went wrong. Use my... Alright, so we're down some folks. Let's see. Let's see how many are in here. 56 are watching. Alright, so question time. I live in Orlando, and when we first came here, it was reasonable. Not much anymore. That's everywhere, right? Everywhere is unreasonable. My commute is 3 hours a day. Ew, no thanks. I like the lives, right? I feel like I'm even more authentic than I was in my video. Alrighty. So it looks like we gained 4 more subscribers. So that means some of y'all aren't subscribing. Subscribe to the channel. Alright. Work from home. I went to Galloway for 2 years. Beautiful. Very pretty. So, does anybody have any questions before I end the live? Because if we're not feeling chit-chatty enough, maybe I need to go do some dashing. Oh, I did want to talk about something else as well. So, the reason I brought up the retirement thing is because I actually want to retire sometime in my life. Because I will say, somebody put it out there, and this is the best comment I think I've gotten in a long time. You ready for it? So this person was like, Amanda, I think the reason you don't love your jobs is because you work really crappy, really hard customer service jobs, and you basically have gotten 6 to 8 times more the crappy customer service than anybody else who's worked a customer service job. She was like, I'm 65 and I'm going to be retiring, and I started working in retail, and honestly, like, you've worked fast food and people are angry and jerks, so like 20 years of that would equal like 40 for me. And she put it out there as a great thing to say, because the truth is I think it's the truth. I think it's real. I think she was on to something. Let's see. I'm trying to get to our live so I don't have to keep looking at the screen in case Sebastian, who is over here and looking at me very angrily, says, please put the laptop away so I can sit on your lap. Okay. Oh, I could just look at my channel. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hello, Emily. How's it going? Too far gone. You got an emo name for your I had to put some people on a timeout. Alright. Do you only get T-tip from Spark or delivery fee too? So that's part of it. They just add it all in there. So it's like DoorDash, for instance. If I tell you that my DoorDash order was $9, that's with the tip, because it's a $2 fee just for me to deliver it. So, like today, I got a DoorDash order that was $13 and some change. Some of that was the $2 delivery fee, plus the mileage, because it was a little over 4 miles, and then whatever they tipped. So that's how that one worked. And that's not a bad order, really. It's not a bad order. Truthfully, I think that a lot of people get confused. They're like, oh, well, this person made like $300 because you're thinking about the tips. The total they gave you is what they actually made for the whole day. So like when we made the $256 between the two of us in a day, that was really good money. That was really good money. How soon could Tom get fixed? Whoop! I'm bad at computering. Hold on. Boop. Rewind. Okay. I clicked a clicky too many times. All right. How soon could Tom get fixed if you had enough money from people this week? I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. People this week, what do you mean? Like, do you think that's all I'm saving for? So let me put it into perspective. Tom is a stray cat. Tom lives in the mobile home park with like 30 to 40 other baby kitties. Okay? So Tom is not the highest priority of my pet chain because I recently found out that my neighbor feeds him too. She buys like literally a 44-pound bag of cat food once a week, and she spends a lot of money feeding the stray cats. Amanda don't got that kind of money. Tom comes and he gets his little wet food from me because she gives the dry food, so he gets wet food from me. He gets beat up by Chungus. Chungus is a big fatty. Everyone thought he was a girl, but he's a boy. Yep, he's well endowed. He's definitely a boy. You know, just saying. He's definitely a boy. So I probably could get him into the vet because it's after the holidays. Honestly, oh shoot, we're using my phone. I'm using my phone for the live. I could say we could call him and ask. I think it would be like a week, truthfully. And he could hang out in the mudroom. He could hang out in the mudroom. Or maybe out here with me. But I would want to slowly introduce him to this gentleman who's sitting next to me, right, Sebastian? Because he thinks sometimes he's the only male kitty of the house. You understand? Like he's the alpha. He's the only male furry friend we have. Actually, he's the only male animal we have now. Because Marshpillow passed away and Steve passed away. And yeah, we have Kiwi, she's a girl. We have Banana, she's a girl. We have Mango, she's a girl. And then we've got Sophie, and we got Violet. So he's the only male. I will say this, I didn't know much about leopard geckos when it came down to buying them. So Marshpillow was little. Like he was, I kid you not, that big. Just a tiny little thing. I mean, he was like, I'm gonna be honest, he was like the size of this ear thing, this ear pod. He was tiny when we got him, and he almost doubled in size, but the vet that we go to for reptiles, he said that he was probably just too small, and he was a terrible hunter. Terrible cricket hunter. And we tried. We brought him to the vet many a times, and he is a leopard gecko, and I know it sounds dumb to bring a gecko to the vet, but we knew his chances of survival were slim because of how little he was. And he was like clear, you guys. He was so cute. And he lived 4 years. He lived 4 years, but you know, I mean, like, the vet was just like, he just got too small. He was just too small. He was too small to begin with. When you buy reptiles, don't buy them at this size. They look cute. Let them get bigger and let them be with the mama. I had a friend that recently bought a bearded dragon, and you guys, the bearded dragon was very small. Very small. And I told her, I said, dude, your bearded dragon is just too small for you to, like, care for it, because how are you going to get it to eat? She's like, I don't know. She brought it to the guy that I told her to bring him to. And he was like, this guy is too little. He's just too little. So she ended up giving him to someone who has a sanctuary for reptiles, which makes me sad. But at the same time, like, now you know if you're gonna get one that you don't get one this size. Like itty bitty. Like he was a bitty. Like he probably wasn't even old enough to be going anywhere, but you know, don't buy your pets from Petco or PetSmart. Okay. Do you get, okay. So yeah, I hope that helps the Tom situation. I love Tom. I want him to be my kitty, you see, but I also would like to give him to somebody if I can't have him be my kitty, like the guy who comes to help us with the house stuff, the program guy. He's looking for a cat as well. However, I don't want to just give anybody a cat that hasn't been fixed, because that to me is rude. It's rude. But I would like to get Mr. Tom fixed, and I want him to be my kitty, you see, because he follows me. Like, he doesn't follow the neighbors like he follows me. He greets me at my car with his tiny ew, his little ew. He's a very sweet boy. Does anybody have any other questions for me before I jet out of here? Because I should probably make more than $2.99, which I appreciate. I appreciate it. But it's not going to pay my bills anytime soon. And Sab is sleeping. Oh, by the way, Gigi and Tom have become friends because she gets out and she wants to eat his wet food, you see. And they boop noses a lot. Boop, boop. That's what they do. And then they just, he's nice to everybody. He likes all the kitties, and he is not mean to any of the other kitties. So I don't think Sab would be too upset about that, would you, Sab? You think you would not be too upset? He's kind of the old man kitty. You see, he's a good old man kitty. He just doesn't love kittens anymore. You don't love kittens, Sab? Is that what you're trying to tell them? You don't like it when the babies come in here, huh? You can lay right here. There you go. He don't like it when the babies come in here at all. Like when we had the kittens in here from underneath the house, he was like, wait a minute. Sir, oh, he's purring. He's purring. Hi, Sab. You like everybody? For the most part, you snuggle cat? Yep. He's also extra snuggly because I think he thinks he's gonna get fed soon. Right, Sab? You want to be fed some wet food? He loves the wet food. By the way, he can't have it because of his urinary stuff. He can have urinary wet food, but it's expensive. Like, you get a case of 24 for like $46. So I quit buying it because, truthfully, he's so docile that he lets Gigi eat it. What do I prefer better, Spark or DoorDash? Ugh. You're giving me two of kind of the same thing. Which one's my favorite? I don't know. That's a hard one. I like Spark because you make more. But I don't like the Spark deliveries being in the middle of BFE. I don't like him being in the middle of nowhere. I was actually talking to Samantha about that the other day. I'm like, by the way, halfway through that video where you guys didn't see me drop off in the middle of nowhere, it's because I was hyperventilating. Because I was like, whoa, this is far. Oh, it's getting farther. It's too far. That's essentially how it went. And I'm like, I'm too far, I'm too far, I'm too far. I want to go home. I just want to go home and watch TV. That's literally what I kept thinking about. If I can get off of this delivery, I can go home and watch TV. It was worth it. It was like $50-something, but I was like, it's a little too far. It's a little too far for me. Not my favorite. Way too far. But I do like DoorDash a little bit better because I've done it the longest, right? I started with Instacart and then Instacart started to suck. Mainly because people would be like, pick up my beer for $20 and then they would take all but the delivery fee of $7.99 away so you would go pick up their beer. I'm like, I'm not making any money. We're not making no money doing this, so bye-bye. I don't do that. Nope. I wasn't trying to be offensive. We've lived in NC all our life. Fast food here is, my town starts at $13 an hour. And our tax income rate is like 5%. That's good to know. That's good to know. North Carolina, right? NC, North Carolina, yes. Right? I've never been to North Carolina, but my ex's twin brother, his wife is from North Carolina. And she was a waitress, and she said that she made like $2 an hour or something crazy pants. I was like, I don't know. However, it is beautiful over there. Beautimous. I would live there. Let's look it up. Give me a good town in North Carolina. I will see how much a house is. Zillow. Zillow is like my go-to, because I know if I can't afford it on Zillow, I'm not going to be able to afford it nowhere else. Yep. Oh, look. Hey, there's a new house in the tiny town that's next to me that I absolutely love, by the way. If it wasn't like 800 people, I would live there. You want to know how much it is? It's actually not bad. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,400 square feet. Let's click on it. Oh, I like this one. I don't like the mortgage on this one, but you know. On 1.34 acres. This one is $275,000. That one I could probably... We won't say that. I might be able to afford that one. Alright. NC. Charlotte, North Carolina. Sorry, I said that weird. What's up?
Is there any snacks available?
Are there any snacks available?
For consumption?
For consumption?
Yes.
Come this way, child.
Yes, I will.
Okay, repeat yourself because you sound very cute. Go ahead.
Is there any snacks available for consumption?
You can have fruit.
Okay. Oranges left? There are. Yay, I love these things. Tangerine, same thing.
Okay, give me that box. Give it to me. I don't want to move from my live. So, he would rate this a 10 out of 10, just so you are aware.
I love these.
If anybody sends these, he's the consumer.
Thank you.
He is the consumer of this product. Okay, you can put it. I'll put it over here. It's okay.
Okay.
You know you can eat it with a fork. If you wanted to.
No.
When you're 10, you don't eat with a fork. You eat like a barbarian.
Yes, I love to eat
Because
like
you want to
barbarian.
consume one of these lovely cups. Don't be surprised if an hour from now he comes to get another one of these. These are like number 1 in this house. Okay, it's either this or what, yogurts?
Yeah.
What about applesauce? Is that still a thing?
Nah, that's no longer the trend no more.
Okay, it's these. These and yogurts. Because yogurts are never not a thing. Because, you know.
Yogurts are always good.
Yogurts are always good. Alright, North Carolina. Let's see, I can't. You guys. Where. What were you thinking? I see a house on here I like. I see it. Alright. $553,000. But I like it. By the way, I looked at a farm the other day online and I was like, I would have no neighbors, so I think I would love this. I would love it. Actually, there's a White House with a tiny White House behind it. I've talked about that in my other lives, where I said that I looked into the price. Well, the price dropped. I don't have a down payment for it, but it dropped. And it's actually got a mother's suite. That's what that little house is. I could put my dad in that one. We could put my dad in there. He'd probably be like, I'm living with the kids. Alright, let's get back to the live. Anybody giving me any towns? Let's see. I can agree with the waitressing. Their money is based off of tips. Yeah, here too. So here you make minimum wage, which is like $13.60 or $13.30 an hour or something like that. But then you make tips. Drivers too. If you drive pizza like Domino's or Pizza Hut. By the way, I had a Domino's interview a while ago and they wanted to offer me like 13 hours a week and I thought that they was crazy pants. Like, you want me to drive my Kia into the distance for minimum wage and not sure on the tips? No wonder why you don't have any drivers. Okay. Well, that person's 10, so we have to get rid of that person. They're 10. They're 10. Just saying. Okay. By the way, I don't ever take any offense by anybody. Really, I take everything you say with a grain of salt because of the fact that we're not face to face, you know? Like, we're not face to face. So, like, T, don't worry about it, girl. Like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Dole fruit cups out of the cart. Yes, this child loves these things. And you know what? He don't like other vegetables, you know? He eats sometimes lettuce. You guys have seen the lettuce I buy. Spinach. Yeah, it's spinach. It's lettuce. And he doesn't eat tomatoes. And he doesn't... He likes carrots. What other vegetables do you like, dude? Lettuce, carrots. I'm talking vegetables, not fruit.
There's these things that you gave me one time. They were the long green.
Long green.
Long green with white seeds.
Long green with white seeds. Oh! Oh, the seeds. Garlic. Jordan just sent me a photo. I want to know what it is, but I don't want to know at the same time. Please don't tell me you got in a car accident. I will literally have a heart attack. I'll type it. You guys want to see it? Let's see it. That's what the white seeds were. Hey, if I put those white seeds on broccoli, would you eat it?
Wait, what?
Would you eat the broccoli with the white seeds on there?
Never mind, I forgot the name of that vegetable. I forgot the white seeds, too. Green beans.
It's asparagus.
Oh yeah, asparagus. I love that stuff. And then broccoli. I don't hate it. I don't like it. And then there's green beans. If they are cooked the right way, they don't.
He'll eat green beans if they're cooked with seasonings on them, like the seeds. Do you like peas?
I forgot what those are.
He doesn't remember what they taste like. He's the one that's the hardest to get to eat veggies. However, he eats lots of these. We've gone through multiple of these. Multiple. Like in the summertime.
Hot cups, boxes.
What?
Hot cups, boxes.
Yes, he's gone through boxes of these. Boxes. Boxes and boxes.
Yes.
It used to be applesauce forever, you guys. Oh my gosh, Jordan sent me another picture. Oh, Jordan. Okay, let's see what he's doing. Hold on. You're gonna see my face really up close, and you might see me come back confused looking. Hold on. I think there's puppies in the car. There might be puppies in the car. Yes, come quick. Come.
We're gonna see the puppy.
Come. Hold on. I don't want to show his face. Hold on. There might be puppies in the car. Hey, I gotta go. We gotta see if there's puppies. I'll be back. If you want to see if there's puppies,
We'll be back. And
I will beep up back in a few minutes, okay? I know puppies. Are they mine?
I love
Don't need any puppies, but if I might need them. All right, bye guys.
Puppies are yummy.
They're not.